In this video, we're going to talk about the role of content for SEO, and then I'm going to walk you through a tool.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
That is going to help you analyze your content using AI, artificial intelligence, or so they claim. I don't know how it works on their back end. So I'm very careful and hesitant to push people into a content strategy because it's a lot of time and effort. It's a big long-term investment. So take all this with a grain of salt, but it does help SEO. So let's talk about it. And the company that I'm going to be showing you is called MarketMuse. And the information here is from an interview from one of their founders and a little bit of feedback from me as well. So it's a combination of what the interview said and what I think about it. And then I'm going to show you the tool. So first of all, I think it's easy to understand that we have to make good content, no shallow articles. So if you're thinking of like, I'm going to create a lot of content easily by hiring some freelancer, well, that freelancer is probably going to write very uninteresting articles. The articles not only have to be good, but that the founder of that MarketMuse company, what they were talking about is actually Google likes when you have not just good content, because that's a very subjective term, but like useful content. Useful meaning, did the people go like, oh, wow, this improved my life somehow? Because then they start sharing it and talking about it. And that creates that extra dimension of social media sharing that you cannot just get with bland, all regular articles. So usefulness is the target that you should aim for. Not good, because everybody thinks, oh, my stuff is good. Is it useful? When you plan on a piece of content, is that article useful somehow to people? That's the barometer. So it's a little bit of a new way of thinking about it. People in the past were just, oh, quality content and quality, subjective. Now, you need a regular publishing schedule. Now, this is the scary thing, because if I tell you, do a blog post a week or blog regularly, that's a lot of time that is taking away from your other business activities. And a not so great article doesn't have to be very time consuming to create, but that's no longer going to help you. So you need to have amazing articles. So like you're going to spend like half a day maybe, or a third of a day or a day on like a really truly amazing article. Sure, you're going to get a truly amazing article, and doing this long term will really boost your business, but it's going to take so much of your time that it's a business decision if you should. And not only should you create new content, you should focus on updating existing content, because you always want to make improvements to existing content, and Google likes that balance of new content and improvements to existing content. Now, a little tip from me, don't drive yourself crazy with the publishing schedule. If your publishing schedule is 1 article a month or 2 articles a month, that's enough as long as the articles are good, and long-term you're going to accumulate articles. As long as you don't quit it, you'll be fine. Now, if you ask me, what about 1 article every year? Is that, no, that's too few, right? So like 1 a month is probably the minimum. So, and most importantly, don't compromise the speed of publishing for the quality of publishing. Now quality is taking over. And again, it's not quality, it's usefulness. But let's go over this tool and see how it will help to analyze your content. This is that website. And they're all about, their headline is make content your competitive advantage. And they say it's the AI content intelligence and strategy platform that transforms how you research, plan, and craft your content. And they give you this chance of like, analyze your content. So that's what I did. I entered one of my pages, and let's look at the results. They took competitive pages online. When they processed my page, they also processed a number of competitors, and they gave a content score. This is my page. They only gave me a content score of 10. Of course, they're going to try to charge me a fee for entering the website so that I can see how to fix that. But nevertheless, the word count, I actually have a long article, you see. So the word count isn't a big contributor to my quality score, because I have a lot of content there. How can you improve your content? They say improve the comprehensiveness of your content by adding new sections about subtopics. But honestly, that's what I did. I'll show you that article. This is that page. And so look how many, every section is like a subtopic. Look how many subtopics there are. So I don't know where they're getting that, because this has nothing but subtopics. And they say they identified over 50 relevant subtopics to include in this article. Of course, they don't give me the topics. And they identify some of them, like they show that here, but there's no way for me to see that as far as they can tell. They talk about I should interlink my topics, which I do, my content, which I do. And of course, to unlock the rest of the opportunities, I have to give them my information. Let's do that. After I've done that, they say, okay, thank you. Our content strategist will be in touch. So probably they're going to sell me something. So this is kind of a turnoff. But nevertheless, they give you a little bit of analysis for free just to kind of tease you and get you into their software. Maybe if that's helpful for you, you can use that. But at the same time, in the beginning of this video, we went over the useful things you should do for your content anyway. So generally stick to those. You'll be fine.